Hello guys, good afternoon. You're welcome to my YouTube channel, the Explicit Tutorials. Please, as you're watching this video, endeavor to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Now we are still discussing carbon and its compound chemistry. We have on the board carbon 4 oxide. You know, carbon has two oxides, carbon 2 oxide and carbon 4 oxides. Now carbon 2 oxide has been treated, and here we have carbon 4 oxide. Now let us do justice to it. Now carbon 4 oxide is actually one of the constituents of air in the atmosphere, and it has 0.03% by volume in air. It has 0.03 by volume in air. It is used as a fire extinguisher. It is used as fire what? Extinguisher, because it does not support combustion. Please, that is the reason. Please, it is used as fire extinguisher because it does not support combustion. Combustion is what? Burning. It does not support burning. Then number three. Now, which other one again? Okay, now fine. Let me give you some physical properties of this guy. Physical properties. One, it is colorless and odorless. All right, it's colorless and what? Odorless. Two, it turns damp blue litmus paper pink. Litmus paper pink. All right. All right. Three, it has a density. That is density of 7.5 gram per, that is certified, that is density is mass over volume, that is kg, okay, gram per m cube. All right, gram per m cube. All right, which means that the volume here is what? The length. No, volume is length times what? Length, and this what? Meters. All right, so that is for that. Which one again? It is denser. It is denser than air. It is denser than air. That is, it is heavier than, normal air. Carbon is 16 times 2, which is what? 32. But carbon 4 oxide is CO2, which is what? Carbon is 12 plus 16 times 2, which is 12, that is 44. So it is what? Heavier or denser than air. So these are the features of what? Carbon 4 oxide. It is 0.03% by volume in the atmosphere. It is used as fire extinguisher because it doesn't support combustion. Now, physical properties now include it is colorless and odorless. It turns damp blue litmus paper pink. It has a density of 7.5. It is denser than air. So that is that. Then another one, the chemical properties of carbon 2 oxide. All right, it can act as both acid and hydride. As acid and hydride, it reacts with water to produce H2CO3. Right, this reaction is actually reversible. It produces what? An acidic solution. This is an acidic what? Water. Now this acid can dissociate to produce what? 2H plus and CO3 minus. All right, so that is that. As an acid and hydride, it reacts with water to produce what? Carbon, to produce acidic solution, which is what? Hydrogen triazocarbonate 4. When this carbonate 4 dissociate, it produces what? 2 moles of ions and what? One, and this other carbonates group. Then as an acid, it reacts with a base to produce salts and water. It reacts with a base to produce salts and water, called what? A neutralization reaction. The reaction between an acid and a base to produce salt and water only is called what? A neutralization reaction. So it can also react with this other base. In doing that, you now have carbonate plus what? H2O. Is the equation balanced? I don't think so. I'll put 2 here. I'll put 2. 2, that is 4 oxygen, 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 2 sodium, 2 sodium, 2 potassium, 2 potassium. So it is balanced. So which means that it can exist as an acid and also as what? A base. The fact that it does not support burning, but it permits the burning of what? Magnesium. Alright? Magnesium. When it burns with magnesium, a black specks of carbon is deposited and a whitish powder of magnesium oxide is what? Produced. I repeat, it does not support burning, but it allows the burning of magnesium. As such, a black speck of carbon, that is black deposit of carbon is what? Is produced, and magnesium oxide, which is a whitish powder, is what? Produced. Is the equation balanced? No. I think I'll put 2 here. Put 2 here. That is 2 magnesium, 2 magnesium, 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen, 1 carbon, 1 carbon. Now it is what? Balanced. This one is a black deposit, and this one is whitish deposit. All right. So please take note of that. Now, how is this carbon 4 oxide formed? In the lab, it is formed. How is it produced? Let me use the word produced, not formed now. Carbon 4 oxide is produced when triisocarbonate 4 react with dilute acid to produce carbon, that is calcium triisocarbonate 4 plus carbon 4 oxide plus what? Water. Alright. In the lab, this is how it is what? Produced. By using what is called what? Kip's apparatus. Kip's apparatus is used to produce what? The intermittent supply of what? Gases. Kip's apparatus. Alright. So please take note of that. Kip's apparatus is used to produce the intermittent supply of what? Gases. Take note of that. Alright. Kip's apparatus is used to produce the intermittent supply of what? Gases. And I said in the lab it is produced when what is it? When triisocarbonate 4 react with calcium chloride, alright? Calcium chloride. So that was a mistake. Now, this is how it is produced in the lab, but in the industrially it is produced through fermentation. Alright, fermentation. Industrially it is produced through what? Fermentation. You know, fermentation can be defined as the microbial decomposition of a giant molecule to produce carbon 4 oxide and ethanol in the presence of an enzyme called what? Zymase. Now, this glucose 6,H12O6, when it's acted upon by a zymase, which is produced by yeast, it produces 2 moles of carbon 4 oxide, 2 moles of ethanol plus 2 moles of what? Carbon 4 oxide. Therefore, in the lab, it is produced when dilute acid reacts with carbonate to produce what? Calcium chloride, carbon 4 oxide, and water, using what? Kip's apparatus. But in the industry or industrially, it is produced by fermentation. Processed by this glucose is being broken down to produce what? Ethanol and what? Carbon 4 oxide. So please take note of that. What are some uses of this carbon 4 oxide? What are some uses of carbon 4 oxide? One, it gives drinks their refreshing taste. Alright, their refreshing tastes. Alright, it gives drinks their refreshing taste. 2, dry ice You know that dry ice can undergo sublimation. Dry ice, which is carbon 4 oxide, it undergoes what? Sublimation. Since it undergoes sublimation, it changes from solid to gas, then it is used as what? A refrigerant. Alright, it's used as a refrigerant. Now three, I said it is used as fire extinguisher. Alright, as fire extinguisher. 4, it is used as a preservative. Alright, please take note of that. Why is it used as fire extinguisher? It is used as fire extinguisher because it does not support combustion. So at this point, to call it a day, no. The test for carbon 4 is that we've not done it, which is very, very important. The test. Now, the confirmatory test for carbon 2 oxide is that it turns lime water milky. Lime water is called calcium hydroxide, which is noted as CaOH2. Alright, so this is calcium hydroxide. Now it turns this lime water milky. Alright, the confirmatory test of carbon 4 oxide is that it turns lime water milky as the result of the deposit of CaCO3. Like if I have, when it reacts with this lime water, it forms, alright, let's see if the equation is balanced. 4 oxygen, 2 hydrogen, 1 calcium, 1 calcium. So it is balanced. When this carbon 4 oxide is bubbled through this lime water, alright, it leads to the deposition of an insoluble carbonate. This carbonate is insoluble. So it is because of the deposition of this carbonate that makes it to turn milky. However, if this carbon 4 oxide is passed through this lime water continuously, alright, which means that the continuous bubbling or passing through carbon 4 oxide here, this constituent will become colorless, which means I now have CaCO3 plus water plus H plus carbon 4 oxide. It will produce, alright, this is a colorless constituent. Now, the confirmatory test of carbon 4 oxide is that it turns lime water milky. When it is passed through this lime water, it turns milky because of the deposit of this insoluble carbonate. But when this carbon 4 oxide is passed through this solution continuously, it becomes colorless, which is carbon hydrogen triazocarbonate 6. Alright, so at this point we call it a day. Don't forget, my name is Tutor Joseph, and please endeavor to subscribe. Do have a wonderful day.